Hi there. In this tutorial, we'll be looking at how to run customized advertising reports coming from Amazon. So firstly, what you need to do, you need to log in to your Amazon Seller Central, where you'll see your normal dashboard. From there, you need to go to advertising and select campaign manager. This is where you'll see all the campaigns that you are running for your company. Okay. Once that page is loaded, you will see all the campaigns that you are running within Amazon campaigns. This is where you can create new ads, new portfolios, manage your portfolios. In this case, we'll just be looking at, for example, if I just take the first 7 days of the month, and you will see if you're looking under all campaigns, this is where you now get an overview of how much you spent in the first 7 days of the month. In this case, there's $640 spent, and we have $2,201 of sales. And as you can see, your impressions, your SEOs, which is basically your advertising cost against your total sales. You can see your click-through rate, which tells you basically against how many impressions you had. This is the number of clicks you had, and that's where you get your ratio for the average that people are actually seeing your ads versus how much they were shown your ads. So the number of clicks will then give you that average of the click-through rate. Okay, so in this case, we just want to first start with this report. So this is a custom report that I run. So looking at this, you do see there that you've got this individual campaign. Now this is a subset of everything you had seen under all campaigns. So in this case, what you need to do to run this report manually is export the report. You can export the reports in a number of formats, but in this case, we're just running it to CSV. When you click on that CSV, you'll then be able to see the results for that first 7 days. So in this case, I will just take totals just to show you how this correlates back to the export that we just done. Yeah, so we'll be taking impressions. We'll take impressions, clicks, the spend, the sales, and we'll just do a run of the ACOS so you can see how that is calculated. Okay, so now I'll add the number of clicks, the total spend. The CPC is your average cost per click, the number of orders that we had, your total sales, and the ACOS as mentioned. It's a comparison between your total ad spend, in this case the $86, divided by your total sales, and you turn that into a percentage. And in this case we get 5%. You can always indent that to show you the last two decimal places. So we get 4.61%. So looking at this report, we can copy this data. For the purpose of this exercise, I already have a report that I work on. So basically you would take this data and then you can run this report anyway. I would prefer that we run it on we're running this on Google Docs, so you can have your date range. My first date range that I worked on for this report initially was from the 1st to the 8th of September, which was my first 7 days. Now looking at that, you can see there the totals. We've got again the number of clicks, the click-through rate, the spend, the sales, and the ACOS. So using this data, what we have done is we've created a report. Inside this report, where we basically have a sheet which we call a summary sheet. Now each week what we do is we take the date range that we extracted from Amazon, we come back to the sheet, and as you can see, there's references to all the files. Now I'll explain the other fields later. What we have here under column C is we've got the spend, we've got the advertising cost. Now remember, this is also, as you can see, the reference there at the top on the function tab is from the 1st to the 8th of September. So that's where we're getting our data from. We've got the ACOS, we've got the organic sales, I'll explain where that comes from. Then we've got the total sales, also I'll explain where that comes from. Then we also have formulas that explain where we are getting the GPA, which is the gross profit for the advertising and the gross profit percentage. And then we've got also the gross profits after we've extracted what we spent on the ads. So, okay, just to further explain, what we have now is what we've done here. We've referenced the column C. So you would go equal, reference that to column C. And because at the moment you're looking for the spend, you click on the spend. As you can see, the function there is pointing to where the spend is coming from. Press the enter key. And there is our spend. So you would do the same going forward as well. With the advertising, you do the same thing. And the ACOS, you can either manually calculate it here, but it's easier if you just use a formula, or if you've already calculated it on the extracted report, you can then just map it to there.